It's a good afternoon, our wonderful viewers from wherever you are watching us from. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on the country where you're watching us from. This is Grace TV, and we bring to you Destined Design, a program that comes to you every Sunday right in your homes. And I'm your host, Juliet Mwami. So where you are watching us from, please, we don't want you to be selfish with the knowledge. Get to share the program. Let the people know that we are live. Besides, we have a wonderful topic, not just a wonderful topic, a powerful person that will present this topic. I've read his book, I've sat under his teachings, I've attended his workshops, and every time I get to hear him speak, there is always something that changes in my life. And I believe if I can get a change from him, then definitely, even you, our viewers, are going to get something. I've seen the people that have joined in. Thank you so much, Mr. Boyd. I see you. Good afternoon. Prophet Isaiah, thank you. And everyone that is joining in, thank you so much. This is Destined Designed. So, Grace TV, allow me to welcome my guests for today, who happens to be the coach. Not just the coach, he's also an author of the book which is called Above and Beyond. Some of you, I'm sure you've come across it, Above and Beyond. This is the man that talks about making sense of your destined journey. Besides that, he's also an entrepreneur. Just imagine the kind of man we have who is seated with me in the studio today. And it is my pleasure to have him because we've brought you nothing but the best. Coach Andrew, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Very good. I'm actually glad to be here to join you on set.
I'm more glad to have you.
And I must say, what an epic introduction. Thank you.
You're welcome, but that's who you are.
Glad to be here, and good afternoon, evening, morning to our viewers, listeners, from wherever they're joining us from.
Exactly.
I look forward to a wonderful program.
Wow, thank you so much. Coach Andrew, I've done a tip, I've done an introduction, but there are some people, no, she lied. I'm very innocent.
Okay.
I'm very innocent. As you see me, I'm a very innocent human being. So please, before we go into the topic for today, who is Coach Andrew in 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Yeah.
He's simply a bridge. If you call him bridge, you've summarized me. I'm simply a bridge.
Okay.
And in all my aspects, I'm defined by that.
Okay,
somebody you really meet in life that helps you to mitigate gaps within your life, and you're able to cross from one point to the other. From one level of glory to a higher one, not just another.
From glory to glory.
Yeah, it's actually a higher glory. So that's me. By life definition, by life philosophy, I see myself as a bridge. So basically, if anyone asks me, that's how I define myself. I'm married.
This is amazing.
I've got 3 kids. And
I'm sure your wife is watching and the kids are
definitely.
Great.
Sure.
Wow. Okay, this is an amazing introduction. I've seen so many people that have joined us. Pastor Matilda, thank you so much for coming in. So our topic for today is Joseph's destined journey. Joseph's destined journey. And please, our viewers, any contributions that you have, any comments that you have, feel free to comment in the comment section, and we are going to answer them right here. We're going to read your comments from the comment section. Apart from that, if you have any questions, the coach is here. He's here for you. I've brought him specifically for you, our viewers. Whatever question you have, he's not going to leave this set until he answers all the questions that you have. You can definitely just ask them, and we'll be able to read them through on here on the program. Coach, I come back to you. Destiny. How do we define this word? Destiny. Destined, designed. And I love the topic, destined. You know, our program is Destined Designed, and we're talking about Joseph's destined journey. Exactly. What is destiny, if I'm to bring it that way?
All right. Destiny, I think, first of all, is one concept that I think we we've not fully appreciated or understood.
Okay, great.
Because we think destiny by the word itself as a connotation of a destination, a final point.
Exactly.
Okay? But life is not like that. Right?
Yes.
You attain one thing you think is your destiny, yet you go on to another. And where does destiny ends? And I always ask this question of one of my favorite people, Dr. Miles Monroe.
Okay,
now,
great.
when Dr. Miles passed on, he was still alive and well, fully busy with his own programs. Wow. He was not like, I've ended the journey, now I've reached my destiny.
Exactly.
Okay. So the mistake we make, we think destiny is a point we're going to reach. And we forget to understand that destiny is actually the journey that takes you to a particular dream.
Wow.
Okay?
Great.
So destiny is not so much of Joseph in the palace.
Okay.
Destiny is Joseph from the time he dreams to the time he reaches the palace. That's the destiny.
I'm learning.
That journey is what, because sometimes we undermine the journey, not understanding that without the journey, you cannot be the prince in the palace.
Wow.
Okay? It has to be the journey. And God deliberately allows that journey to happen because there are certain things in the individual that must be formed.
Exactly.
There are certain refinements that must take place before one could actually reach to the place where God can trust you with authority, where God can trust you with the lives of people.
Exactly.
Right? So there is actually the journey itself. That is where the destiny lies. Because when will you know that you have arrived in your destiny?
Oh.
What is the use
of
you being alive when you've reached your destiny?
Great.
So perhaps if we are to think destiny is a destination, is a final point, see the grave as your destiny. And Ecclesiastes does say so. Ecclesiastes says that the destiny of all men, both rich and poor, is the grave. They have a common destiny, the grave.
Great.
So see your life as, I'm on this journey of destiny. The only time I end is the time you put soil there. That's when it's okay, my destiny now is ended. Before then, I'm looking forward to something else. Wow. Before that time, I'm always trying to push. So never reach a point where you feel, I've done it.
Exactly.
Because when you stop growing, you start dying.
Exactly.
All right.
Wow, I love that. And having said that, let's also look at the journey. We've defined destiny. So how do we define this journey now that we're in?
Okay. So now the journey itself.
Yes.
Let's understand this as the twists and turns of everyday life. That's the journey. Okay?
Definitely.
You wake up in the morning, you are upset by one thing or the other.
Exactly.
You are able to meet one need or the other. You fail to meet an appointment. You fail to do this. All that is part of the journey. Sometimes we think, the minute details of what goes on in your life don't play a part in who you end up being in terms of your destiny journey. We underplay right, certain things. Look at Joseph. When you read the Bible, you see that Joseph, he simply has a dream. He doesn't even know its significance. It is the father, the Bible says, who paid attention to the dream. It's the father who knew that there was something about this.
That's right.
Him as a young boy is just one of those dreams. Look at the brothers and how they took him, they ridiculed him and all that. It was just part of the narrative. So the journey itself must be understood to say whenever we are living, we should never think there is going to be a different path and this and that. The path that God allows you to take is one path you ought to embrace and understand to say this path is that path that reveals the God in me. It's the path that reveals that package that I carry. It's this journey that reveals that. And sometimes we want to escape this journey. Sometimes we want to
Many of us, yes, we want.
We want the easy way out. We'll talk as we go along. We'll see how all this plays out as we relate our lives today to the life of Joseph.
That's great. And having said that, Coach, maybe I would want us to understand, and also the viewers that are watching, what is the difference between destiny and a dream? I think most of us do not get it right. We want to hear it from you, Coach. Coach, what is this? What is the difference between a dream and a destiny?
Okay. So when we contextualize destiny in the context in which I've defined
Exactly.
destiny,
Yes.
you realize that it's different from a dream, because most people feel the dream and the destiny are synonymous. It's not the same thing. The dream is this picture of the future. It's the inspiration that you have of a possible future. Okay?
Exactly.
The future is only potential. Okay? So a dream is only potential.
That's right.
Okay? But the destiny is what drives you to actualization. It's what makes the dream possible. It's the destiny that makes the dream possible. The journey that you take is what will make the dream possible. So there are people who have big dreams. Okay? There are people who have epic dreams. You look at these and you say, wow. All right?
This dream is big.
This dream is big. And we are always saying, dream big. Okay?
Exactly.
Dream big, but start small.
Exactly.
Okay?
Wow, I love
Because
that.
the Bible does tell us to not despise the day of small beginnings. There is a reason why things must start small. That's why we are never born old. We're born little and we grow. That is the mechanism of life. We always have to have that. So you can dream big. Dream big.
Exactly.
Okay, such that if you tell your dream to somebody else, they will even fear.
Not just fear, will run away.
They say, no, I think
Definitely
this
run
guy
away.
is not correct. That's what happened with Joseph. When he told his dream, what did they say?
People had to leave.
I think this guy is going crazy.
It's not true.
You think we're going to bow before you? Okay, this is what his brothers began to say.
Exactly.
Who are you? I mean, you're just nobody in this family.
Exactly.
Okay? So what makes you think your dream actually can come to pass?
Exactly.
You are here in Zambia. What makes you think that you can be
Oh my
this
goodness.
person that attains this? Who tells you that because you are born in one place or the other,
Exactly.
you cannot do this? You cannot attain that. So the dream has to really speak to a possibility,
Exactly.
something that is possible in the future. But where we must understand is that it takes a journey. It takes that journey to actually arrive to that dream. So the dream you can have, but it's not a guarantee that it will be fulfilled. Unless there is willingness to walk the journey, unless there is preparation to walk the journey, unless there is discipline to walk the journey. That is how you attain dreams. It is not just by dreaming, because sometimes you get overtaken by just the dreaming, you know. You just
want to dream.
talk about your dream, just talk about your dream. Okay, dream.
Ask me to
Wake
talk
up.
about my dreams. I'm going to spend the whole day talking about the dreams.
Okay. So talk about your dream and quit talking and start working out your dream, because that is what is actually important. It's the working out of the dream. A dream never just happens. You've got to work towards it. Now, the working, that process is the destiny itself. That's a destiny journey that I want to emphasize. That's a destiny journey I want to emphasize. Don't always accept. Look at Christ.
Exactly.
Okay? Christ at one point, what was Christ's destiny? For earth, it was the cross.
Yes.
Okay, but beyond the cross, there is something else.
There are
right?
many things.
Exactly.
ahead.
That's why I said destiny is not something you reach.
Exactly.
It's a continuum. Okay. So he sees there is a cross
That's right.
to attain his destiny on
That's
earth.
right.
His earthly destiny can only be achieved via the cross.
Right.
And I've always said this on those that maybe interact with my platform.
Yes.
I've said that no one will die for you on your own cross.
Oh my goodness, that sounds too deep.
Okay. People can help you carry your cross, but they can never die for you on that cross.
Oof.
No one is
Nobody.
mandated to die for you on your cross. They
And
can help
nobody
you.
is ready.
Nobody is ready. They will run away. Okay, what happened to Peter? He took off. He said, Master, okay, we ate bread. Yeah? We ate fish.
That's
but
right.
the dying there, no, that's not something I'm willing.
That
And they
was
deserted.
Peter.
That was Peter. They deserted him.
That's right.
Okay, the Simon of Cyrene is the one that helped carry the cross. But when it was time
When
to
it
die,
was time to die.
you're the one. This cross is meant for you. So there are certain
Exactly.
things you can take in life.
Mhm.
People can only help you so far.
Mhm.
People can only assist you up to a certain point. At a certain
Exactly.
point, you must realize that it will only take you.
That's right.
There are people's dreams that have been limited people's dreams that are not flourishing because they're expecting people to congregate around them
Exactly.
to make that dream happen.
Exactly. That's
They'll
the
congregate around you and just help carry the cross to where you need to die. There is a place where you will need to reach and make the decision by yourself. And that decision may mean everyone away from
That's
you.
right.
It is entirely upon you. The sacrifices, you talk of business, those that are making it great. There was a point at one point they had to make the decision.
Exactly.
They had to take it upon themselves.
That's
they had
right.
to sell a house to raise capital. They had to quit one job to invest in it.
Invest in
It was the decision of one person.
Yes.
Okay, but when Christ died, are we not here enjoying the fruits of that death?
We
So,
are all enjoying the fruits, actually.
even when we sacrifice alone, because we are the ones to die on the cross, when that destiny is finally actualized, it's a blessing
That's
to
right.
humanity. Other people will come and be blessed.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be offended that they were not there when you were dying. Now that now you have raised, you are risen
We
in
shouldn't
glory.
be offended
No,
again.
because when you are risen in glory, it's not for you, it's for the blessing of other people.
That's right.
So Christ died not for himself that I should die, then that's it. No, he died so that you and me could actually find
Great.
salvation. So our destiny is not only for us. Okay, that journey, that dream must be a vehicle of blessing and outreach to many people out there.
I'm learning. I'm
Okay,
learning, and I've
okay.
seen people that are watching. I'm sure they're learning. Please, our
Great.
viewers, let's get to hear your contribution. In case you've just joined us, this is Destined Designed, and we're talking about Joseph's destined journey. I'm with Coach Andrew. In case you're just joining in, this is Coach Andrew who is taking us through today. And having talked about the dream, the difference between a dream and a destiny. Coach, kindly tell us, what is the dilemma of Joseph's dream, or what was the dilemma of the dream that Joseph had?
Okay.
What happened there?
Well, I love the story. Let me tell you the genesis of the book I wrote first of all.
Please go ahead.
Those that are familiar with Kawe, they will remember a place near Chinwin Barracks.
Okay.
There's a church, a UCZ church there called St. Andrews.
Okay.
And I was asked to go and speak at a youth overnight.
Okay.
Now, there was one of the moderators,
That's
a
right.
retired army officer,
Okay.
over 60 years, and he was just about to get his pension.
Okay.
And he was in that overnight.
Great.
And I was talking about this same story of Joseph.
Yes.
After talking for about an hour or so, I sat. And this old man who came to me and said, you know, young man, you know, you have done something tremendous. I said, what?
Is it?
I said, at my age, you have caused me to dream again.
So this is a man who was in his 60s.
Retired.
He retired.
Yes.
And he said, you've caused me to dream.
Because when people retire, they feel they have no dreams, they have no
That's
purpose,
right.
they have no reason to live.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
They only start waiting for the grave. But this, my book speaks to that, because destiny, like I'm saying, it's not that you reach, now I've retired, now I've saved, now what? Destiny.
Now I have to change because my destiny is here.
It's over. No. There is more to come. There is more to come. So, when you ask about the dilemma,
Yes.
okay, we must picture this.
Okay.
Joseph has a dream. Okay.
Yes.
Now we must understand that in the economy of Joseph's clan, or in the there's Jacob, their father.
That's right.
They've gone. God has spoken to them to say, "I'll give you a land. Go to this place." Okay. So at the most, they're just transitioning. They have not even found fixed abode.
That's right.
Okay. If you read the narrative of the scripture, they're still moving. They're still trying to settle somewhere.
That's
Okay.
right.
So they're not assured to say this is where God promised us.
Exactly.
They have not yet settled.
That's
Okay.
the thing.
So they are still looking for a better place.
That's right.
Okay. Now, as they are looking for a better place, in their structure, okay, there is no kingship. Okay, there is no one who is exalted as a ruler among them. It's only their father who is taking care of his family. That's
right.
all. So
That's
now,
right.
how do you dream of becoming an exalted ruler and others bowing before
Oh
you.
my goodness.
Okay, so that was the first dilemma.
That's right.
There are certain dreams that when you dream, there is no infrastructure
That's
that makes sense of your dream.
Mm.
Okay,
That's
there are
right.
certain things you speak, and people think you are mad because there is no infrastructure to support what you're saying. Look at the people that
Love
have
that.
made great inventions.
That's right.
I think the guy, is it Nikola Tesla, who was actually put in an asylum because they thought this guy is mad.
Exactly.
How can we talk? How can we speak through wire? Okay, how can we speak without wire? Through air, and you can transmit voice through.
The microphone, these.
The guy was put in an asylum to say he's going crazy. He's hearing voices. That's what they were telling him when he was studying all these waves and how to communicate through the airwaves.
Yes.
He said no. He's
gone-
hearing voices.
Something
The
there.
question is, was he hearing voices? Yes,
Oh.
he was hearing voices. Okay, he was hearing voices, and he said there is something that we can actually cause sound to travel through the airwaves.
Oh my goodness.
But because there was no infrastructure to authenticate what he was saying, they said he was mad.
Oh good.
They said he was mad. Okay, when certain times people speak, they are seen to be mad because there is no physical platform.
There is no structure.
There is no structure.
The environment says no
You
to this
can't-
dream.
that
The
can't happen.
dream.
It's not realistic.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, it's not there. It can't happen. Okay, so when the right brother says, "Want to make a vehicle that flies," but where is
How?
the infrastructure? How?
The question was how.
How? Okay, so the dream does not define the how. Okay, there is no dream that shows you how. If your dream tells you how, it's a very small dream. It's not, in fact, a dream. It's a plan.
That's right.
Okay, it's a plan. A plan tells you exactly step 1, step 2, step 3. That's a plan. But for a dream doesn't tell you step by step. No, a dream is just you are there, and there are people bowing before you. How, you don't know.
Wow.
So the dilemma is, you have a dream, and when you share it, people ridicule you because it doesn't make sense.
That's right.
It bothers you because you want to get rid of it, but it still occurs. It still comes back because it's an inner inspiration.
That's right.
You want to run away from it, but it's what defines you. You cannot escape.
You can't.
You
just
can't escape it. So what then happens? You feel frustrated.
That's right.
You are lonely because you can't talk to anybody. Because the moment you open your mouth, they say, "I wanna."
China is near.
Okay, let's take them to an asylum. This is what begins to happen because why? The dream, in most cases, will not make sense. They will tell you, "You are here.
That's
How
right.
do you think
You
you will
can.
achieve?" Because
That's right.
never tie the how to the dream.
Wow. You can say that again.
Yeah. Never tie the how to the dream.
Oh my.
Let the
goodness.
dream be independent.
That's right.
Because the how is in that destiny journey we are talking about.
That's right.
Okay. Now, how the how happens is very interesting. I'm sure I'll leave it to you. We'll talk about this as we go on. How the how happens. We'll see how Joseph reached the destiny, or reached his dream. Okay. How did he get there? There is a particular way in which God pieces these things together.
That's
That's why
right.
I love the title of your program. You are saying
Destiny
destiny
designed.
designed. Okay, designed. It's not guesswork. God is not guessing what happens. This is what has happened. God is not in heaven perplexed about what has happened to
Oh my goodness.
you. God is not in heaven stressing to say, they failed their grade 12. You think grade 12 is a factor in God's dream?
Oh, definitely no.
You think Zambia is a factor in God's dream?
Definitely no.
Okay, because these are things that limit us. We place the how,
That's right.
and we are so limited, and we fail to dream big. You think when Mark Zuckerberg was talking about a platform that would connect people, you think anybody made sense out of it?
Nobody. Because reality
Exactly.
says no to it.
Exactly. But he had the dream.
That's
He
right.
had the dream. That's what is important. We nurture dreams. Let's
That's
nurture
right.
dreams. Let's not suffocate dreams by bringing out the question of how.
That's
Forget the how. Nurture the dream.
right.
Nature the dream. So sometimes you have children there, some of the people listening, you have children,
Yes.
and they're talking about things that don't make sense.
Exactly.
Nature their dreams. nurture their dreams. But we kill that potential. We kill the ability to dream.
Actually, you need to emphasize that point
Yeah.
to the parents that are watching, because it's sad that here is a child who will tell you, "Mommy, I want to become a pilot," and this child does not look at the how, as you are putting it. So I feel, I personally, with the program I've been doing, and because apart from Destined Design, I also run a program called Youth with a Vision. And in that program, we get to talk about a lot of things.
Okay.
And then you hear that some people, you find, "I told mom I want to become a medical doctor, and mom said, how? Shakwa tempia," meaning I don't have money. So here is somebody, a child who says, "Mommy, us young people of today, we think beyond. We look beyond. You want to do something that nobody has ever done in the family. You want to break the limit.
Yes.
You want to break the record. But every time a parent hears that, they'll say, "Hey, wait, that's not possible. Hey, we don't have money. How can you even do that? Just go and do." I don't want to mention any profession, because I know any profession brings cash.
Exactly.
But kindly tell the parents that are watching. I've seen so many people that are watching, and those that have joined in.
Great.
Esther, my baby sister,
Great.
is watching. Thank you, Mr.
Great.
Ben. I see you. Everyone, I see you that is watching.
Wonderful.
I want you, sir,
Wonderful.
coach,
Wonderful.
please emphasize this point to the parents that are watching.
That-
They have kids. Kids say, "Mommy, I want to do, Daddy, I want to do this. I get paid a 1,000, and you want to go to the university." And please, just allow me to free myself and to say, I think this is an opportunity I have.
Bring it out.
This is an opportunity I have, and I want you to emphasize it, because parents, every time a parent says you can't do this, they don't know that it breaks the child.
It kills part of the child's resolve.
Exactly. It kills the child. It kills the child. So I want you to speak to the parents, and I'm sure we're having our producer, please check. We should be having a network challenge. Our technicians are working on it. Our technicians are working on it, and I'm being told, let me know if it's clear and you are able to get us. So please, sir, speak to the parents, not me. I'm also just a child.
Yeah.
There is the camera. Please speak to the parents.
Now, the first point I want to make is this. I've actually put that in my book. I say the purest of dreams is the dream of childhood.
Exactly.
That's the most authentic dream.
Exactly.
The dream of childhood. And if we asked, sometimes I see whatever you call these things on social media, somebody will say, somebody will say no. They will laugh and say, "No, when I remember that I used to say I'll be this, then, and what I am now." Okay?
Yes.
Now, the fact that you are not what you envision to be is not anybody's problem apart from yourself.
Exactly.
It's not the government, it's not the economy of Zambia, it's not Africa, it's not your parents, it's not the lack of money, it is you.
Exactly.
It is you, because there are people who lacked money and they went ahead to achieve their dream. So why should your own be an excuse? Wow. There are people who never had parents, but because they had their inner resolve, they nurtured their dream.
Exactly.
They didn't let that stop them. So the purest of dreams is a dream of childhood.
That's
and most
true.
people have resigned on those dreams. You know why that is the purest? Because a child will not think about school fees.
Wow.
A child doesn't care how much.
Where you get the cash from.
They don't even know about you passing an exam. All they know is that this is what I want. There is no exam. There is no school fees.
Exactly.
There is nothing to be, I've been accepted to this school or that. There's nothing like that.
Exactly.
To them, it's the desire to be something.
Exactly.
And the moment we can, even big people, reduce yourself to that level of a child. No wonder Christ said, unless you become like this child, the kingdom of God. Okay. There's a particular reason why, because a child transcends limitation.
That's right.
And the more you can transcend limitations, the more you can tap into a deeper grace of God.
Exactly.
Because there are certain things people can't pray for because their mind has told them this is impossible.
Exactly.
There are certain things people can't sit and plan because their mind have told them that this is impossible.
That's right.
Okay, so if there's a parent there allow your children to dream.
Mm-hmm.
Even if those dreams seem unrealistic, unattainable, their dream is not going to ride on your budget. Okay, the dream of the child should ride on universal budget.
Mm.
And when I say universal budget, I want to be very specific. God has got means.
Exactly.
As long as we can nurture the dream,
Exactly.
as long as we can speak that dream,
Exactly.
there is always available means for that dream to be sponsored, for that dream to be,
Wow.
actualized. But never disregard what a child is saying, because there lies the purest form of any dream. It is in that child. You see, look at Bill Gates.
Yes.
Bill Gates comes from a law practicing family.
Exactly.
They were lawyers. And he went into Harvard to study law.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yes.
But if he studied law,
Exactly.
I will tell you this, today, somebody else could have invented the Microsoft and the software and whatever.
Exactly.
And Bill Gates could have just been another lawyer.
Exactly.
Because when you live the life
Mm-hmm.
of another and not that which is your dream,
Mm-hmm.
you simply live in the shadow of another person.
That's true. That's true. Actually.
And the shadow gives no substance.
Oh.
You can never know who it is from a shadow.
Oh my God.
Even a small thing like this, on a certain angle projection of the sun, it looks very long and tall.
That's
Okay?
right.
So shadows never give you the reality. So any person living the dream of another person is simply living in shadows. And what is that? A frustration,
Mm-hmm.
a heartache, because you are never fulfilled. Yeah.
Wow, this is really great, and I'm sure,
Awesome.
our parents have heard. I'm sure the parents have heard. We have so many people. We have Mr. Fletcher watching from Transformers, our team. Thank you so much, Honorable. We see you, and everyone that is watching, please let us hear your contributions. I love that point that you've stated to the parents, and I think maybe I can. Let me give a testimony.
Please.
Let me give a testimony. I think I want to appreciate my parents.
Wow.
My parents have been supportive.
Yeah.
My mom has been supportive. My father has been supportive, Dr. Mwami. I'm sure he's watching.
Wonderful.
You know, Dad has always wanted me to do law. You know,
Okay.
he would go like, do law. Then I'm sure he just saw that this
It's
girl.
not there.
He just saw that, okay, I think this girl, if I push her into law, she will not perform.
Yeah,
Let me leave her with her dreams.
exactly.
So I'm sure he just sees that, okay, I love media. So I'd call, say, Daddy, I need a camera. Okay, right away.
Mm-hmm.
Daddy, I need this. Okay, right away. Daddy, I think because he also understands that without a parent's support to the dream of a child cannot prosper. And I'm glad you are here. Those words have not come from me. Those words have come from a fellow parent who is watching.
Yeah.
And this makes it clear. So, Coach, there is something, I think we have so many, not I think, I know we have so many challenges, we have so many trials that happens, we have failures, and we have mistakes. So, do failures and mistakes change God's ordained dream for one's life? Do challenges and mistakes change that? Coach?
Okay. Right. No, we've heard people commit suicide because of failure, because of mistake, because of one, two, or the other thing. Somebody takes his life because they feel this has changed things in their lives. Okay. Now that is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Now, the way this matter of destiny works is like a GPS. You know, when you put in Google Maps, okay, you're going to a particular destination.
Exactly.
You say the location or your destiny final is this. You're going to this particular place.
That's right.
From this place.
That's right.
It is not your duty to find the path.
Exactly.
The engine itself, the software, calculates the path for you. All right?
Exactly.
And you just start following that path.
Wow.
Okay. Now, sometimes you make a turn, maybe because of connectivity. It tells you turn right when you've passed the right and talked about. So you are you've passed the term. I need to, does it say you're a failure?
No, no.
I'm going off. No.
That's right.
It does what? Recalculate.
That's right.
It begins to calculate another route for you.
That's
Okay.
right.
Now, the recalculated route may take you a little longer than
That's
actually you should have taken.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, it will still recalculate to take you back to your final destination.
That's true.
Okay. Now, this is exemplified in the life of Joseph.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, do you know why Joseph was sold by his brothers? The Bible is very, very clear.
Mm-hmm.
It was because he had a particular weakness.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yes.
He had a particular weakness. Joseph wanted to be the good boy to his father. So he would tell on his brothers. Wow. It's clear in the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
He would go to his father, these guys are not serious. These guys are not doing this. He would
They're not doing the right thing.
Exactly. I always want to imagine life in those days.
Exactly.
Okay. Joseph, by the time he was sold by his brothers, he's like 17 years.
Yes.
Okay, according to historians. He's 17 years old.
17, because just a little boy.
Okay. Now, at 17, imagine his elder brother.
Mm-hmm.
His elder brother is almost ripe for marriage, if we can call it that way. He's now trying to think, which girl can I find in the neighborhood? Okay. So he's looking around. So perhaps when these guys have gone to tend their animals, maybe the two brothers would sneak out to say, let me go and see Jenny there. You guys remain here, feed. I'm coming back. Okay?
Exactly.
Because you find that even at one point, when Joseph was dropped in the pit,
yes.
Was it Judah who wasn't there, then found that they had actually sold the brothers? Why is the boy? I left him here.
I left him here.
You left him. Where did you go? Okay. So those are things that Joseph would go to the father and say.
Mm-hmm.
So the father knew, oh, this boy
This
is a good boy. He tells me what these boys are doing. What does he do? He gives him a coat. Okay, so the coat of many colors. Exactly. So the coat of many colors is not to say because Joseph is no. It's an endorsement of a wrong.
Mm.
Okay, Joseph is in a wrong disposition. Why are you telling on your brothers? I mean, they're having. This is adulthood. They're entering into adulthood. This is their life. Okay, yeah. And the Bible is very particular about that. It spells out clearly why they hated him. They didn't hate him for no reason. They hated him because of that. They couldn't have space. He was a spy.
That's right.
Who used to spy on his brothers. Okay, they hated him. Now, God used that very weakness.
That's right.
To enrage the brothers.
Mm.
And what did these brothers do? They sold him. So you think they're very clever. Okay.
Coach, are you saying we don't tell our dreams to our family members? What are you telling us, Coach?
What I'm telling you is that as much as you can share your dreams with your family,
exactly,
live in such a way that you don't create enmity within family.
That's true.
Okay.
That's
because
true.
here is an example. You have a dream of, let's say, building a multinational company.
Yes.
Multi-million dollar company.
Mm-hmm.
And here you are in Zambia, no one is talking dollars, they're talking kwacha. The government is doing this, the salaries are what? They're all complaining, and you are talking about building, this. And let's say you begin to, sort of insult them because maybe they don't see things from your side.
From you, the way you see them.
Yeah. Me, I can't associate with these guys.
They don't
very
believe
shallow.
in me.
They what?
They don't know that God has shown me a dream.
They don't know what
there
I'm
is a
dreaming
big
of.
destiny in me.
I'm beyond this family. Okay. But
If you just say that, you go and tell your family,
okay.
I'm beyond you.
Yeah.
They are telling us don't do that.
No, because it enrages them.
That's
you
right.
bring hatred. It might be the truth, but why not find a better way of saying it? In fact, do you think your relatives don't know? If you were a special child, do you think they don't know that you're a special child? Of course they know.
They know.
Exactly.
Yes, they know.
Exactly. Even Moses, it was said of Moses. The mother said, the father said, this one to die. This is a special child. Even the midwives that were birthing Moses saw that was a special child. And they couldn't report to King Pharaoh.
That's right.
Okay, so we need to mitigate our weaknesses. But the thing I'm saying is that your weaknesses will not change God's mind over you.
Thank you, Jesus, for this.
But what it does is just that it may take you longer to reach your destiny because of your character mistakes, your character weaknesses, and
Exactly.
your lack of maybe knowledge and wisdom in certain areas, your lack of preparedness.
Exactly.
It may just take you longer.
Exactly.
It may be a little bit harder because of
Exactly.
particular character defects.
Exactly.
It may just take you longer, but it will
Mhm.
not
That's
alter
right.
God's dream. The only thing
Mm.
that will allow this dream not
That's
to come
right.
to pass is when you don't have the decision and the resolve
Wow.
to follow through with your dream.
So you need to have a decision
Exactly.
to follow through.
Decide that this is what I'm going to do, this is what I'll be. Decide it.
So
Decided.
there are some people, I don't know if I can say some people or some of us,
Mhm.
who are not decided. You don't know if you want A, you don't know if you want B. Here is somebody who is watching and they've not taken the matter of making a decision very serious.
Mhm.
You know, there are times that you want to make a decision, but you think, anyway. What word do you have to somebody that does not want to make a decision to work on their dreams? Please speak to them.
Okay, the decision is a starting point of any dream. So the day you don't decide, your dream has not started.
Please tell
Okay?
them.
Decide.
Tell
Decide.
them.
Okay, you decide this is, and you know, part of it, the sharing is also a testimony to your decision, because
Wow.
as long as it is in your head, you can dump it and no one will question you, no one will hold you responsible. So
Wow.
I always advise, find mentors, find people within your family who
Find
you can
coaches
share,
like
find
you.
coaches who
Coach
you can
Andrew.
share, yes, who you can tell to say, boss, this is my dream,
Exactly.
and then I hold you accountable to your dream.
Exactly.
Okay, I'll hold you accountable to your dream. But if you don't share it, you're accountable to nobody. And as
That's
long
right.
as you dump it, it will go nowhere. It will go nowhere. So it is up to you. You know who struggled? I talked about Christ in the, facing the cross.
Exactly.
It was him and the Father.
That's right.
God, is there another way that this dream can happen? Is there another way that these people can be saved without me dying on the cross? Is
Wow.
there another way?
That's right.
Isn't Angel Gabriel good enough for this job? Maybe he's the one to die. No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
There are certain decisions, it has to be you. Decide
Exactly.
to say, okay, this is it.
That's right.
It has to take me. That's why I said people can help you carry your cross, but they cannot die on that cross. It is
Nobody
personal cross.
is
You've
ready
got
to die.
as you.
Wow.
Sometimes abandoned by everybody.
Mm.
So Joseph sets in a certain journey because
right.
of his mistake, because of his character issues.
Yes.
Because of that character issue, his brothers sell him into slavery.
That's right.
And you know what they're thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see what becomes of this dreamer.
We are going to sell him out so that we see what happens.
So you see, me, I don't get worried when people hate me,
Oh.
or when people disregard me.
I
or
thought
when
you should be worried when someone hates you. Sir.
No, why should I be worried? That's their own business. Let them deal with it. that's up to them. It doesn't affect me in any way. Hate
That's
me
right.
if you like, I don't mind. Love me, it doesn't change nothing.
That's right.
It is your baby to nurse.
That's
I'm
right.
busy trying to follow what I want to do here
That's
on
right.
this earth. I'm
That's
busy
right.
about my own business. You do yours, I'll
That's
do
right.
mine. Okay?
That's right.
So we worry so much about what people will do to us, about what somebody will do, why we forget the fact that
That's
no
right.
matter what these people do,
Mhm.
even if it is as a result of your own mistake, sorry to say, but it is a vehicle
That's
driving
right.
you to your destiny. As long as
Wow.
you remain committed
Mm.
to destiny. So destiny is not so much about you not making mistakes.
That's right.
It's so much about you maintaining certain values.
That's right.
It's about you remaining faithful to God and the dream that He has put in you, always nurturing that dream. You see, what happened to Joseph?
Mhm.
Because in his mind he was always seeing himself
That's
as
right.
the ruler. He was seeing himself as the leader.
That's right.
When he went into Potiphar's wife, he became leader.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
When he went into the prison, he became leader.
That's right.
How did he become leader? Because of believing in his dream. He always behaved like a leader.
That's
He
right.
always carried himself as a leader, and hence he got leadership.
Wow.
Okay. So as long as you are committed to the values that
Exactly.
speak to your dream,
Exactly.
you don't need to worry about the journey and the dynamics of the journey.
That's
The
right.
dynamics will differ.
That's right.
Sometimes it will be high, sometimes it will be low. Sometimes it will be sweet, sometimes it will be bitter. Sometimes it will be tears, sometimes it will be smiles.
That's right.
That's how the journey is. And I don't know why whoever cheated us this, I don't think that person meant well. You know, people think life ought to be smooth. People think life ought to be sweet all the time.
That's
People
right.
think life ought to always be comfortable. That's
right.
not life.
That's right.
That's not life. What did Jesus say? Jesus, when he was on earth here, he was so pissed with Judas. When he knew that it was about time, he said, it was going to be better if that guy, a stone was tied around his head and thrown into the water.
I love
It was
this.
better
I'm
for that
loving
one not to be born. Why was Christ saying this? Because, when you just face this moment, such things happen.
That's right.
Okay? You feel the pain. Even as again, the words of Christ.
That's right.
When he prayed for us,
Mm-hmm.
he says, Lord, I'm praying for these disciples, and not only for these, but those who will come. I think it should be in the book of John. He
Yes.
says, I'm praying that you don't take them out of this world. I'm praying that you keep them in this world. Okay?
Exactly.
I'm praying that you keep them.
Mm.
That they may be here to show the love that you've shared.
Mm.
That's why he's praying for us.
Mm.
He's praying that we should be in this world,
Mm.
but not of it.
Mm.
So we are not here to escape pain in this world.
We're not here to escape.
No.
We're not escaping anything.
No. We are here
Wow.
to ride the whole roller coaster. It is
Mm.
high, sometimes it goes low. It has all these twists and turns. Ride.
We just need to embrace it.
Hold on and ride, because it is taking you to that dream.
Exactly.
So one thing may happen.
That's right.
Okay, you may be chased from your home.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen people like that.
Just
I had a
from
friend,
home,
we are about to start writing grade 12 final exams.
and he was chased from home.
Yes. I don't know, it was late in the evening.
Then where do you go?
Thank God, I was there as a bridge at that moment. Even though I didn't realize my
Our
identity
bridge.
then. Okay? I
Yes.
told him, okay, that's a simple matter, let's go.
Wow.
So we went home, I told Mom,
Mhm.
this gentleman will be with us for some time. Okay? and we spent, I think, 2 to 3 nights together. And I got this brother of mine, we went ahead looking for a place for him to start staying. We found a
And you were
place.
only in grade 12. by then?
Yes, we're in grade 12. We found a place, we started renting there, and started offering some extra tuition at
Mhm.
a college. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
I wouldn't want to mention his name. I didn't get permission from him. But
Okay.
his life played out very well.
That's right.
Even when he was chased
Mm.
from the people that raised him from way back,
That's
raised
right.
him in school, and we're about to write an exam.
I can imagine the mental trauma
Exactly. The torture
that
that was
he
going through.
went through.
Okay. But I was saying, these things happen. This is life. So
That's
as who
right.
are seeing these things, don't even need to be surprised about it. Just realize, oh, this is one of those phases of life.
That's
This
right.
is one of those things. So when people realize that, embrace it. Embrace that. Okay, what did Job say? This is it. Who am I to insult God? If this is what is happening, let it happen.
That's right.
Okay, let it happen. And Job's treatment was happening by the hand of the devil. So in your destiny doesn't mean the devil will not have a play. The devil will come and prompt certain things. The devil will come and do certain things to you. Even witches will come and do certain things on your life.
They'll come and try to play around.
Exactly. But that's part of the destiny. They're driving you to that journey.
Wow.
They're driving you to that journey. So we need to be committed to the vision that we got, to the dream that ensues from each one of us. Remain true to that dream.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I really love this, and I'm learning. We have few minutes to go. I'm learning. I feel like we can go on, and on and on. I've seen some comments, and I love what Fletcher has said. Fletcher says, sometimes you'll be the only one believing in your dream. Just like you had said.
True.
Sometimes you'll be the only one.
Yes.
The person who believes between you and the dream, there is you.
It's just you in between, nobody else.
You in between.
Yeah. You become the majority. Forget.
You become the majority.
You become the majority, and you say, okay, celebrate your dream, inspire yourself, clap for yourself.
And then you begin to give yourself an applaud.
Clap for yourself. Clap for yourself.
These issues of dreams, they are really something else. So I think let's touch two things. What are the two routes to your destiny? What are your two routes to your destiny?
Okay.
In 4 minutes, let's get the two routes to your destiny.
Okay. The first one is the normal route.
Okay.
Where you want things just to flow normally.
Okay.
And I've always used this example to give that route.
Okay.
Take alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, B, W, X, Y, Z, Zambia. Okay.
You even added Zambia on top.
Alright. But if you take the alphabet, that's the normal alphabet.
That's right.
Do you know there's only one word you can make from there? N-O. In the normal, if you want to follow the normal order to make a word,
yes, actually it's
N-O. That's the only word that you can make from there.
That's right.
But when you jumble it up,
anything.
Language. Books are written from 26 letters. Put it all together in different order.
That's right.
Okay. So life has got different dynamics. So if you just want a straight path, you'll be limited. That's the normal route to your destiny. There is no normal route. Allow, enjoy all this dynamic movement. Oof. Enjoy it, because you create a lot from there. That is the first route, the normal route. The second route is the shortcut. Okay,
I'm interested. I'm interested in the short route to your destiny.
Yeah, so there are two types of shortcuts. There is the one that avoids the legitimate process.
Okay.
You want to cut corners. Okay, that shortcut will kill your dream.
Wow.
That shortcut will bring you more heartache. But there is a better shortcut. It's a path of learning from those that have gone through.
That's right.
Okay? That's how you shortcut. So if you want to do a shortcut, learn from those that have done it before.
That's right.
They will mitigate certain mistakes. They'll tell you, young man, you don't do this. Here you do this. So you learn faster, you reach faster than you ought to have if you just went by yourself.
That's
okay?
Right.
And then we have the divine route.
Okay.
And that is the route that God brings our way. We just let it. Allow God.
That's right.
Allow God. The divine route, I would say, extract ills from our life.
That's right.
It's what will purify your character. It is what will refine your ability. It is what will clean you up to be fit for your dream.
That's right.
Okay. Those are the three routes actually. There's the normal route, there's a shortcut, and then there's a divine.
Divine.
Exactly. Now the divine may be a couple of, maybe the bit of normal. It might be a bit of a shortcut. It might be all that. But it's what God says, this is what it's for you.
Wow.
Right.
God.
And
God,
I talked
God.
about something.
Yes.
Anything, see this as the hand of God.
That's right. That's right.
You can put something here.
That's right.
And if it breaks, well, let's see, it's okay. As long as it is in the hand of God, it is all right. It can break, but it's all right. It's okay. As long as it is in the hands of God, it is okay.
It can break as long as it is in the hands
of God. It can fail, but as long as it is in the hand of God, it's
okay.
Okay. And if you read the life of Joseph, it's punctuated by one statement.
That's right.
It is punctuated by one statement. And God was with Joseph. And God was with him. And he was with God. And that component in when he was in the pit, when he was in the prison, when he was in the house of Potiphar, God was with him. He was always with God. So whenever things go wrong, as long as they are still in the hands of God. Now I know this is a bit philosophical because people say, how can something in the hands of God go wrong? Because you, in the hands of God, have a free will. And you will mess up with your decisions. There are certain things you do that will go on the other direction. But you're still in the hands of God.
Oh my
And it's
goodness.
all right. As long as it is in the hands of God, it is all right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It is all right, our viewers.
Yeah.
It is all right.
Yeah.
If something breaks, it is all right as long as it is in
Yeah.
the hands of God.
Yeah.
Please let me get to know. I see the Honorable watching. I see Honorable John.
Wonderful. Great.
Sir, good afternoon and thank you for coming through. Thank you for
Wonderful.
coming through. Let us hear from you, sir. Let us hear from you and everyone that is watching. Thank you. So, lastly, Coach, I want us to dwell on something. We're talking about destined, designed, Joseph's destined journey, and many of us understand that we have the dreams, we have the destination where we are going, and some of us refuse to focus on our journey. So, my last question, Coach, what happens when you refuse, as an individual, you refuse to pay attention to your destiny, you refuse to focus on your destiny? What are the side effects? Maybe some of us think it's something that's just normal. And this one, please, the camera is yours. Speak to the people.
There's a concept we call determinism. Now,
Okay.
that concept is where it says, you know, whatever the case, if God says it, then it will happen just as He said it.
Exactly.
Okay? So this is what people believe.
Exactly.
So they will do nothing. They'll sit and say, as long as God said it, it will happen.
And actually, that's what we do. God says, you are a nation. So I sit because I'm a nation.
That's what most people do.
Wow.
That is determinism. They say, even if I do this, I do that. If God said it will be like this, then I can't change it. So
That's
they stop living and they just sit and wait for life to happen. And life doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen like that.
No.
It's not a story.
No, it doesn't happen like that. You just sit and wait for it to happen. It doesn't happen. Okay? So
That's right.
people's destinies or people's dreams,
Mm-hmm.
okay, have to have some action.
That's right.
You have to take up the initiative.
That's
You
right.
have to take up the decision to start doing something.
That's right.
And not just say, no, it is determined.
That's right.
Okay, so of course,
Mm-hmm.
God says this is it. This is your destiny.
That's right.
But did you know that there are very many people who have died and have not fulfilled that
Oh my God.
dream that God actually put forth in their heart?
And it is not a good thing to die without fulfilling your
Dr.
dream.
Miles used to say the grave is the richest place. Because in the grave there are books that were never written.
Oh my God.
There are movies that were never produced.
That's right.
There are songs that were never sung. I always remember that Zimas when I talk like this, because he was one of those that had unique talent among Zambian artists. And I wonder if he was alive today, what we would have heard from that guy.
That's
Right? There are many people out there. But imagine, okay?
Yes.
That's why we say the grave is so loaded.
It has potentials, abilities.
It has robbed this world of great inventions.
Wow.
The grave has robbed families of saviors.
Oh my.
You know why?
goodness.
Because they were waiting for life to happen.
That's right.
They are waiting, no, God said it,
And
that
it's gonna
settles
be
it,
done.
and I just sit.
Mhm.
No. It is when you are busy doing something
That's
that
right.
the destiny and the dream begins to work out. It begins to unfold. It is in the doing, not in the saying. Okay? There is, I think, something I said a few days ago to say, faith,
Mhm.
okay, well, it says, prayer is answered
Mhm.
not in the saying of it, but in the doing of it.
Wow. In
So-
the doing of it.
Exactly. So prayer is not in the saying. The answer to prayer is not in the saying.
Oh my.
The answer to prayer is in the doing.
Oh.
So when you have prayed, what are you doing?
Oh my good Lord.
What are you doing?
Oh my God.
Okay?
When you've prayed, what are you doing?
What are you doing? So it's not in the saying. Because we have too many prayers in saying.
That's right.
Now stop saying. Start doing. Start doing.
Coach,
Okay?
what a challenge.
Yeah, start
Stop
doing.
saying. Start
Because
doing.
God answered your prayers long time.
Oh my
And
God.
because you are doing nothing, you are seeing nothing.
You're doing nothing, you are seeing nothing.
That's the way it is. Okay, that's the equation that the equation of life. What you sow is what you reap.
If you don't see, you don't reap.
Exactly. You don't sow nothing, you reap nothing. That's how it is.
Coach, it's been a wonderful session. It's
Awesome.
been a beautiful session.
Great.
I feel like we can go on and on. Sir John says action and initiative.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
I love this.
Yeah.
Action and initiative.
Mhm.
So you pray, you don't just sit.
No.
You have a destiny that is designed, you don't just sit. You need to
Yeah.
apply prayer, and you need to apply
Mhm.
the action, you need to apply the initiative that goes.
I would say the evidence of faith is action.
Evidence of faith is action.
If you have faith and you are saying it and there's no action, you have no faith. You are in doubt. Because if you had faith, you'd be acting. You'd be doing something.
Coach Andrew, please, I want us to sit here 24/7
Wow.
and just talk about this. And I love this. You know, Fletcher, Honorable Fletcher says, powerful session, we need more.
Okay.
Actually, I think Honorable Fletcher, you need to come and sit here next week. You need to come and sit here. You need to come and sit here. In our conclusion, Coach, you are the author of Above and Beyond. I'm sure there are people that would want to access your book because of the stuff that you've brought us. You've brought out that these are things that have challenged me as a person, and I would love to read what is it that you've written in making sense of your destiny. I would really love to do that. So in case somebody wants to get a copy of your book, please tell them where they can get your books, anywhere where the links, where they can have access to them, please.
So,
Yeah.
for the sake of this program, I will give a very generous offer. Now,
Okay.
there are many other books I've authored, by the way. You can find them on Amazon,
Okay.
Kindle. So you can order your books on Amazon,
Mhm.
whether paperback or the Kindle version. You can
Okay.
actually order on Amazon. Just type my name, Andrew Mdolo, Amazon Kindle. It will give you a full list of my books. I have an author profile there. You see my books. But specifically for those that could be watching and for this set, I would want to say if there is anybody that would want the book.
Firstly,
let them-
I want myself.
Okay.
Producer Matthew, you don't want one? And he's saying he wants 5.
He wants 5. Wonderful. Now, that's very easy. Now,
Okay.
because with your permission, we are doing a project
Okay,
in the next few weeks.
that's right.
We are sinking a borehole for
Please
the
bring
people
it
of Kalingalinga.
That's Mtendere East.
Mtendere
Yes,
East.
that's
What?
Kalikiliki.
Kalikiliki, yes. Kalikiliki
Yes.
ward.
Yes.
We are sinking a borehole for people there for free water and not the paid water. Because people are paying.
Please talk about it.
People are paying for water
Yes.
here and there. Of course, other homes do pay for water. But sometimes you want to
Exactly.
give a privilege to somebody that may not be so privileged. So we want to
Exactly.
do this.
Exactly.
So if there is anybody out there that feels they want to read my book, okay,
Exactly.
for only, I'm going to ask for only 20 kwacha.
No, that's too cheap. Coach,
I want to
that's
do
too
that.
cheap. Okay,
Because
it's
I
an
know they
offer.
it's an offer. You can counter it. You can counter it. You can counter
20
it.
kwacha. Our viewers, are you getting that? 20 kwacha for a
Yeah,
book.
because I was thinking of the ball is not coming from money from this book.
Exactly.
And I just want people to be part of this noble cause.
Wow,
Okay,
great.
as much as they can enjoy the content, I
Great.
want them to be part of this
Great.
project. Otherwise, it's happening without the viewers. With or without, this has to happen. This has to
Exactly.
happen because
Exactly.
it's something that I think we want to do, and we
Exactly.
decided that it's going to happen.
Exactly.
And so we would appreciate those that would want to connect to this and just feel part of it and
Exactly.
enjoy the book, by the way.
Oh, at 20 kwacha.
20 kwacha. So you give them the details, they'll reach out to you.
Exactly,
And
definitely.
they'll get a soft copy.
Exactly.
Someone say, no, e-book the hard copy. No, this is not hard copy, this is soft copy.
Soft copy.
This
Cool,
will be
so
soft
you can
copy.
just text us on the line for Grace TV. You can send us a message and we'll be able
Yeah.
to give
So
you the book.
the book is, you can actually access it through the same channel here, and they'll give all the details. But what we want is just to show that, be part of feel responsibility, because sometimes
Exactly.
I've given these books for free. And you know what? People don't read. People don't read. You give things for free, people want to think it's cheap. Okay? So that's why sometimes you say, I'm telling people, go to Amazon. You get my books there. Okay?
But you find there is a charge.
There is definitely a charge. But this one, we want to bring it to the viewers, and just as a benefit, we want to give it at that much, and then see how we can plug into the bigger vision of what we are trying to do and change the lives of people.
Wow, that's great. And Coach, you mentor so many people. You speak in workshops, conferences. You are a business consultant. Somebody would want you to speak at their event, at their workshop. Are you going to give the viewers your business line? Or it's strictly private?
No, they can get my WhatsApp line.
Okay, you can give to the viewers.
0978 499918.
Okay.
0978 499918. Preferably search Andrew Mdolo on Facebook. You can reach me through my page. I think that's
even better and quick and
that's
faster.
better, yes.
Okay, Coach, it's been a wonderful time to have you.
Indeed,
It's
Grace.
been a wonderful time.
Grace
But I'm going to
TV,
steal 3 seconds from you.
Okay.
And in these 3 seconds that I'm going to steal from you, I want you to give us, what's your favorite quote? What's your conclusion to the viewers that have been watching? What's your favorite quote? What's your conclusion about destiny?
When it comes to issues of destiny, I think the words from the scriptures,
Yes.
for me, would stand out as the words that have really stood out
Exactly.
through my entire life. But nothing can separate us from
Exactly.
the love of God.
Exactly.
Nothing can separate us from the love of God.
Nothing.
That has been my theme in life. Because sometimes you reach a point where you feel, where is God when all this is happening?
That's right.
You feel, well, I've disappointed God.
That's right.
Or you feel, the devil is too big.
That's right.
Whatever. But nothing can separate us from the love of God. Hunger, tribulation, whatever it is. So for me, that has been my anchor.
Wow.
No matter what you throw at me, no matter what the devil brings, no matter what happens, and I always want to believe nothing can separate me from the love of God.
Great.
Nothing can separate me from the love of
Literally
God.
nothing.
And if there's anything people would want to hear from me, that's so. That's it. That's how I'll conclude. Nothing can
I
separate you
love the
from the love of God.
conclusion.
Yeah.
Nothing can separate. Coach Andrew, thank you so much for coming to Grace TV. And I want to make mention that it's not your last time sitting here. We are having you next week.
Next week.
It's not your last time, please just know.
Wow.
So as we are saying bye, just know that it's not your bye, like I'm not coming back. We're having you.
Yeah.
We're having you back. I really want to appreciate you for coming through. It's really been an honor to have you on the program, and I've learned a lot. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for hosting me. I look forward to next week.
Exactly.
Next week. Thank you.
Well, thank you, sir. Well, my wonderful viewers, that was my guest for today, Coach Andrew Mdolo. You can search for him on Facebook, our wonderful viewers. Anita, I see you. Hi there, darling. How are you doing? So, Coach Andrew was our guest for today. Pastor Lisa Ma, I see you. Wish we could continue. I've just seen you. You've just come through. Thank you for coming in. We're going to bring this program again on Sunday with Coach Andrew Mdolo, who is also the author and he's also an entrepreneur. That was my wonderful guest for today. It's been a wonderful afternoon. Always know that your destiny is designed, and you are designed to prosper no matter what happens, no matter the time. You are never late. I even see the comment Pastor Lisa says we'll catch up. Definitely she's gonna catch up. So thank you so much, our wonderful viewers that have been watching the program. Please share the video, share the link, let many people know. I see many people that are still coming in. Mercy, I see you. Sorry, but Coach Mdolo has to go.
Yeah.
The producer gives me a sign we need to go. Thank you so much for coming. All our wonderful viewers, thank you so much. Join us next week, Sunday. This has been Juliet Mwami with the guest coach Andrew Mudolo right here on Destined Designed. Remember that God wants you to leave a legacy. God wants you to prosper. You have the capacity, you have the power, and you have the potential. Our producer for this program has been Mr. Matthews. Thank you so much. And on behalf of the Grace TV crew and the entire transmission crew, from me, the host, it's bye-bye. Enjoy your afternoon. We love you. We'll see you next week. Bye for now and shalom, shalom.